Hey guys, you're welcome back to my channel today. Thank you so much for stopping by. In this video, I'll be cutting and sewing this very simple flip pants that you can see on your screen. So I used 1 yard of Ankara print to achieve this style. If you're on a bigger side, you can use 1.5 yard or 2 yards. Okay, so let's start placing our measurements. So as you can see, my fabric is on my table and it is not on fold at all. So my fabric is just on the table and it is one piece. So what I'll do is to place my tape like this, and I'm going to mark 4 inches. Okay, I'll mark the 4 inches all the way down and I'll connect the dots into a straight line. So guys, on the other side of my fabric, I'm going to place my tape like this and I'm going to mark 4 inches all the way down. Okay, after doing that, I'm going to rule a straight line across. So I took 4 inches on this side and I took another 4 inches on the other side. So guys, next thing I'm going to do is to place my waist measurement. So I'll be placing the measurement from this pointed edge that you can see. Okay, the 4 inches that I took on both sides of my fabric is for the crotch extension line. Okay, so I'm going to start by placing my measurement. Okay, what I'll do first of all is to divide my waist by 3. Okay, I'm dividing my waist circumference by 3 because this is a circle pant, so I'm not doing 4 inches like we normally do. So 28 by divided by 3 is 9.3. So I'm going to place my tape on this pointed edge and I'm going to mark 9.3. So whatever your waist measurement is, divide it by 3 and place it. Okay, so I'm placing it in a circular form. Remember, this is a circle pant. That is why I'm placing my tape the way you can see me doing. I'm going to mark the 9.3 inches all the way around and I'll connect the dots. Now that we have the waist in place, the next thing we're going to do is to determine the length of this pant. Okay, so I'll be adding 1.5 inches band to my pants. So before I take the length, I'm going to take out the 1.5 inches for my band. So the length of this pant is going to be 15 inches and I will add 1 inch to it for hemming allowance. So you've already seen my own outcome. If you feel it's going to be too short, go ahead and increase yours. Okay, so you get to determine how long you want your pant to be. Okay, so I marked 16 inches. That is 15 plus 1 inch for my hemming allowance. So I'm going to place my tape like this. As you can see, I have 16 inches. So what I'll do is to now mark the 16 inches all the way around. But instead of marking the 16 inches, I want to get this measurement accurately. So I'm going to place my tape on this pointy edge, as you can see, and the whole length of this is 24 inches. Okay, so what I'll do is to leave my tape on that edge and I'll mark 24 inches all the way around. I hope you guys are not confused. So I'll mark the 24 inches that I have all the way around. After doing that, I'll go ahead and connect the dots together. Okay, the next thing I'll do is to mark my crotch line. So a video will be showing on the screen on how I get my own crotch line and it always comes out accurate. So what I do is pass my tape through my legs. Okay, and I'm going to place it on my waist. I'll take the tape back to my waist at the back, as you can see. So whatever I have, I divide it by 2, and there are other ways you can get your crotch measurement. Okay, so go ahead and do what works for you. After taking my own measurement, what I had was 22 inches. I divided it by 2. 22 divided by 2 is 11 inches. So normally, if we are placing our crotch measurement, okay, and you're adding band to your pant, you take out the band measurement. But this is a flip pant and I want it to be as free as possible. So I'm just going to place my tape on the waistline and I'll go down by 11 inches. So I'm not reducing the band allowance from it. I hope you understand. So the next thing I'll do is to now divide this crotch measurement by 4. Okay, I divided it by 2 and I'm dividing it again. So whatever I have about 2¼ inch. So I'm going to place the 2¼ inch. I will extend it. Okay, that crotch line, I will extend it by that 2¼ inch. After doing that, I'll rule a straight line across. So this line is our crotch extension line. The next thing I'll do now is to connect, okay, from this waist part to meet the crotch extension line like this. On the base of the pants, I'm going to reduce half an inch from what I have on the crotch extension line, and I'm going to place it on the base. After doing that, I'll connect like this, and I'll connect from the crotch extension line to meet the base like this. So this part of the crotch is going to be the front, so I'm going to label it F. Okay, on the other end, I'm going to extend the crotch for the back. Okay, so what I'm going to do is to go down by my crotch measurement, just like we did on this other side, which is 11 inches. I'll indicate the 11 inches. After doing that, I'll divide the 11 inches by 4. So we're repeating the same thing that we did earlier. Okay, I'll mark that and I'll add half an inch. Okay, remember the crotch of the back is always bigger than that of the front, so I extended it by half an inch. After doing that, I'll rule a straight line across the point, and I'll connect from that point to meet the waistline, just like we did for the front. After connecting, I'm going to reduce half an inch from what I have on the crotch extension line, and I'll place it on the base, and then I'll connect from the crotch extension line to meet the base. Okay, after doing that, I'm going to label this part of the fabric the back. So guys, we are done drafting. The next thing I'm going to do is to add my allowance. So on the waist area, since we are not cutting on our pattern paper, we are using the freehand method. I want to add my stitching allowance to the waist. So on the waist area, I'll mark half an inch all the way around. On the front pattern, I'll add half an inch on the crotch area, as you can see. And for the back, I'll add 1 inch to the crotch area, because the crotch for the back and that of the front is not supposed to be the same. So this is the front, I've already added half an inch, and this is the back, I'm adding 1 inch, and I'll blend it into the crotch extension line. After doing that, I'm going to go ahead and cut. Please pay close attention so you know where to cut. So guys, I'm done cutting, and this is what I have. Okay, so this pattern is for both the front and the back, so I'm going to fold it into two, making sure that the back is 1 inch wider than the front. As you can see, I'm marking the 1 inch. Like I mentioned earlier, the back should be bigger than the front, so the back is going to be 1 inch bigger than the front. After marking the 1 inch, I'm going to split the other side of the pant open. So guys, after doing that, I have the front and the back. What I'm going to do is to cut out one more for the front and one more for the back. So I'm going to bring in my fabric, okay, and I'm going to place them. I'm cutting the back first, so you're going to place it right side facing right side or wrong side facing wrong side. Guys, I'm done cutting the back. Okay, I'll go ahead and pin the crotch area open, as you can see. So this is what I have. Once I open it up, this is what it's going to look like. So I'm going to place the front on my fabric, and I'll also cut. Okay, after cutting, guys, this is what I have for the front. I went ahead to pin the crotch area open, and this is what it looks like. Next thing I'll do is to reduce the center front. Okay, the area that has the crotch for the front, I'm going to reduce it by half an inch. So I'll mark half an inch and I'll cut it out. So make sure you blend it to the other side of your fabric. After doing that, this is what I have, guys. The next thing I'm going to do now is to use half an inch to sew the crotch area together. I'll place my tape and mark half an inch all the way around the crotch area, and I'll go ahead and sew. For the back, I'm going to take my zipper length. The length of the zipper I'm working with is 8 inches. As you can see, I minused my band from it, so I'm just going to mark half an inch on the base, as you can see me doing, and I'll also go ahead and sew. So I'm not going to sew the zipper allowance, okay, because that's where I'll be attaching my zip. Okay, after marking, I'll go ahead and sew. So guys, the next thing I'll do is to cut out my pocket. So I want to cut the 4 pockets together. So I folded my fabric into 4, as you can see. What I'm going to do is to determine how open I want the pocket to be. So I'll be marking 8 inches. I'll mark 8 inches. After doing that, I'm going to spread my hand on the fabric and I'm just going to cut out this shape. Okay, after doing that, I'll cut out. After cutting out the pocket, this is what I have. So I have 4 of it. What I'm going to do is to bring my pants. Okay, I've already sewn the crotch area in place, so I'm going to place my pocket on it. Before I do that, I'll go down from the waistline by 2 inches, and then I'm going to bring in the pocket and place it right sides facing right sides, and I'll pin it down. I'll repeat the same thing for the other side of the pants. I'll also repeat the same thing for the back of the pants. So guys, after placing the pockets, I'll go ahead and stitch it down. I've gone ahead to do that, and this is what I have. I did the same thing for both the front and the back piece. So what I'm going to do next is to place my pants, okay, right sides facing right sides. Okay, so go ahead and place them. Make sure that the pocket is sitting on each other correctly. Okay, if you can pin, go ahead and pin. So I'm going to pin all the way around. I'll also go ahead and pin the crotch area together. After pinning, I'll sew. Okay, I'll sew the pockets close, sew the sides close. I'll also sew the crotch area close, and I'll turn it inside out. So I've gone ahead to do that, guys, and this is what I have. So this is my zipper allowance, okay, and this is what the pocket looks like. And I feel like my pocket is too wide, so instead of taking 8 inches, you can do 6 inches or 6.5 inches. 8 inches is too wide. Okay, I also went ahead to sew the crotch in place. So the next thing I'm going to do is to measure my waist area, because I want to sew the band in place. So place your tape and measure around the waist. Whatever you have is what you are going to use to cut out your band. So I've gone ahead to cut out my band, guys. The length of this band is 4 inches, and the wideness of the band is the same measurement that I have around the waist area of my pants. Okay, so on fold it is 2 inches. I'll be attaching half an inch to the waist of the pants, so I'll be left with 1.5 inches. So I'm going to place my band on the waist area. This is how I want to place my band, and I'll conceal the rough edges. Okay, I'll just go ahead and overlock it. So I'm going to place it on the waist area, and I'll sew with half an inch. Remember, I have just half an inch left on the band and on the waist of the pants. Okay, I'll use half an inch to join. After sewing the band in place, guys, this is what I have. Okay, this is what it looks like. The next thing I'm going to do is to fix my zipper. Okay, so go ahead and fix your zipper to the back of the pants. I've gone ahead to do that, guys, and this is what I have. So guys, the last thing I will do is to hem the base of my pants. So you can either hem it or you use your hemming gum to hold it down. Okay, so guys, that is all for this tutorial. I hope it was helpful. Don't forget to like this video, leave your questions in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.